Steer right.
So well produced to go from what we just talked about to this. So, AJ, you've seen George Springer in the league for a long time. Pretty happy, go lucky, fun, loves playing the game guy. Have you ever seen him to this extent in a ball game? Go
No, I've never
crazy?
seen him get this mad. I've never seen him the ball clearly hit him. And you talked about technology. We should change it. We should go back and change it because we have the technology to prove it hit him. So we should go back and change it. He should get a hit by pitch. No ejection. I mean, I don't know how much more obvious you can make it. Everybody on the field thought it hit him. I clearly changes direction. I said in Fox in 2011 had a friction cam where you could tell if the ball hit him or not. I mean, it's just an awful call. George Springer, you know what? You're back in that game. You get to finish it. You might go deep, later on, change, not that you would change the outcome, but I don't know. Like, this is where it gets crazy. Like, it clearly hits him. I don't understand why we can't see that.
Manny Gonzalez is the home plate umpire. And the only reason I can see George getting so mad is because Manny said something, but I know Manny really well. Like, he was a minor league umpire when I was coming up through the minor leagues, and he's a great dude. I just don't understand why he got so mad, like, in that moment. Like, Manny missed it, but it's okay. We can just go look at replay. It's not Manny's fault. So George blacked out.
Yeah, they didn't do, as far as I saw, a post-game chat with the pool reporter. They should for that case. And we are always saying, hey, we need more accountability here. But AJ, crew chief, I'm not a fan of that. I want the replay guy. There's an umpire, a real umpire in New York who watched that and said, nope, I just want to hear what he had to say. Like, what did you see that led you to believe that a ball ricocheting off a foot and going a little bit of a different direction and clearly clunking it is not actually a hit by pitch? What did you see that everyone else on the planet missed?
Remember how in NFL or in they have like where you can hear what they're saying? XFL, UFL, USFL, whatever it's called now.
Yep.
Right?
Minor league football.
we can't get that in the big leagues. We can't get because when I've asked umpires about it before, they say they don't hear anything until they make a decision. So they're just sitting there, and then all of a sudden they get a yep safe or yep out or you blew it or whatever they say to them. Why can't we hear that conversation? Because I would love to hear that conversation, especially as a player.
My third baseman 2 years ago on my team runs the headset in Philly at Citizens Bank. He like runs it out to the umpires when they did that before, and he was like, dudes would just stand there and they're like, I don't hear anything. Like, they're not telling me anything, and he'd be like the umpires would talk to him and be like, I don't know why this is taking so long.
Well, it's not. But to AJ's point, it's not in a discussion. It's up to them once it goes to New York, and they just tell you yes or no. They're not like, hey, so we saw this. What do you think? Like, they're not doing
confirmed, no, unconclusive, or you got it wrong.
Or overturned.
Yeah.
Right. That's it. So I can tell you, AJ, it took a long time for the league to get to, and the umps, to get to agreeing on the microphone situation. I mean, I started asking those questions at least 10 years ago, maybe more. We were like, hey, this would be awesome on so many levels. It would give us more credibility. Fans want it, the whole deal. Why can't we have it? We had meetings about it back when I was there for years. Obviously, I wasn't a decision maker. We were just asking the questions, like they do meetings with broadcasters, which was great. It was good for transparency. And they're just like, we're not there yet. We're working on it. It's going to happen eventually. But it took a while. When did that get implemented? 2 years ago?
Yeah, but even that isn't much. I mean, all they come on and say, they're like, Anaheim is challenging the call of safe at second. Well, we all know that. Like, no, but
sometimes, dude, there were situations where we're like, I don't even know what happened just now. And so we at least got clarification. My point is, it took us so long just to get to that. To get to this next phase of having an inside look at what's actually being talked about, I would put that on, the calendar for 2034.
Maybe.
Reactive league, not a proactive league.
Yeah, that stuff takes a while. By the way, and I got to look back while we're chatting, but FT did post a reply on our Twitter at one point last night being like, George Springer would like a word because somebody took a hit by pitch. Did you guys see this?
Mm-mm.
I just thought of it while we were chatting. But
must have been a late night tweet. I get your late night tweets.
Yeah.
Early in the morning.
There was, don't show this to George Springer. Oh, wait, no. Was this, did you see this? Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Was that last night?
I mean,
Look at
that's
the
where they
lean
were last night.
Yeah, there you go.
Was it a hit by pitch though?
Must have been. Yeah. I mean, he's taking off his equipment. AJ, so it's Kiner Falefa who sees a pitch coming into him, right? Like this, and then actually goes like that because he's like, oh, wait, this is
Jose Tabata.
Exactly. He Tabated. Yeah, that's what Pirates do.
I mean, listen, as somebody that may or may not have stuck their arm into many a pitch in their life, I know how this works, okay? I've done this a couple times with 2 strikes, and yeah, it's definitely a thing. I mean, there was a couple times where you're like, but look how quick I moved away. I mean, I tell the story where Maikel Franco, what's his name for the Phillies, tried to fake and replay that he got hit in the head, and the trainer came out and gave him the whole. He's like, oh, I don't feel good. And then we replayed it and hit his bat, and he got up and he's like, all right, I'm ready to hit. It was the funniest thing of all time, right? I mean, I was playing one time in Toronto, and Romero, what's Ricky Romero? Is that his
Ricky
name?
Romero. Yeah, Ricky Romero.
He was dealing against us, and he threw a ball. This was before replay, and he threw a ball that may have touched my toe inside, and I jumped up and down like it hit me. Got to first, and he had a no hitter and a perfect game going in like the 7th inning. Next pitch, Alex Rios hit a 2-run homer. I think we won the game 2-0 or 2-1. I mean, stuff like this happens. Derek Jeter, remember, got hit. Oh, yeah. Derek Jeter got hit in the hand. Remember the one time?
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Sure.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Hey, good gamesmanship back when you could take advantage. And, I just wanted to point out at the finish line, we did have, on the positive end, an umpire with a very good game yesterday.
Need my umpire scorecards.
Yeah, it was really good. It was White Sox Yanks. Did you see it?
I didn't watch the White Sox game last night. Sorry.
Well, no, but did you see the scorecard? Gabe Morales, you guys know him?
Mm-hmm. Gabe might have come up
99% overall accuracy, 97% consistency. Guys, he missed one call all of last night, and it's fine. It was a fine call. It's borderline. It's super borderline. It's in that kind of range where you can miss.
A fifth of the ball hit the bottom of the strike zone. But who got it? That's all people are going to look. That's all the Yankees are going to look at. Yankees love receiving stats. Scroll up to see who got it. Oh, to Stanton, runs for the Yankees. See? Yankees won the receiving game. That's all they care about.
You're saying
Austin Wells wins the receiving game. He framed better than, I guess, Corey Lee.
Yeah. That's the game inside the game.
We just talked about George Springer and the whole thing. I mean, did the ball hit him? It looked like it hit him.
We thought for sure in the bullpen that it did. Like, it would seem like pretty cut and dry to us. Like, they're showing the replay. It's like, all right, cool. Like, all right, they didn't see it, they didn't call it, but all right, cool. He'll get first base, and we'll kind of go from there and kind of continue the inning. And then when it did, you kind of saw how everything escalated. I don't know. I think I saw something where they said they couldn't definitively see that it hit him. I mean, from the angles we did, I mean, the ball like completely changed directions on him. So I don't know. Like, it was just very strange in how that one kind of seemed to slip through the wire there.
Did Manny say anything? I don't.
There's George coming out.
Did George say anything? Like, did Manny say anything to him? Because I've never seen. It's been years since I played with George, but he seems like the same guy. Just always like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like, I'm just bouncing around. And he blacked out.
Yeah.
He blacked out.
Yeah, from the little bit of time I've been here, he's been super laid back, like always has a good time. But yeah, I've never seen that from him, especially when the fact like I think everybody was like, even watching the video like on the field, you're like, okay, like this is pretty standard. Like he's gonna get first base, and when I think like you miss something like that, and especially when you're like the guys like I know when it hit me, like you see the ones where like guys kind of like stick their arm out or like they just kind of like try to like play it off, or like that one seemed pretty cut and dry. So yeah, I've never seen him like that before, even playing all the years playing against him. So yeah, he was pretty adamant about it hit him, and like it just seemed like it from everybody on the field too. We tried to like turn around to see like some of the people's reactions around us, and I think everyone was kind of a little bit in disbelief on that one.
Do you get pissed when you get 2 strikes on a dude and he sticks his elbow out? Because Kiner Falefa, he just did the same thing.
I saw that.
And Yeah, you saw that one. It was the hanging curveball, and he just went Perzinski out there and just stuck it out.
Wait, you got to give him it was in. Oh wait, it's coming. Wait, but actually it's the curve, and I can get on now. I'm going to go back out.
Yeah, that was especially because like when that's like I feel like half the reason guys wear elbow guards now is like they can just use it to their advantage and just kind of like because they're not going to feel anything at that point. I mean, it's part of it. I think especially we're getting the games. I feel like the ones that always like seem to like get at me were the ones where I feel like they're, especially for me, cutters in on righties where I'll throw it up and in and they'll like give like that half check swing and it'll like nick something, like if they'll hit their elbow, their wrist or something like that. Like not enough to like really like crush them, but enough to like for them to get first base and like you could like you're trying to swing the bat. So that one always like that's just the competitive nature in me, like wanting those ones. But yeah, I've seen that one. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember a couple of years ago the whole thing that happened with Anthony Rizzo. That was against me when he had to stay at home plate for not really necessarily moving. And I remember that being like a thing like the next couple of days on social media about him not really moving and getting out of the way, and the home plate umpire made him stay at home plate. Did
they call it a strike or did they just – I don't remember this.
No, it was a couple of years ago. I think it might have been my last year with Tampa. It was in like maybe in 22. He literally – because, Rizzo, he stands on top of the plate. And it was a breaking ball. It was like one of those ones where it's like it was a little inside, but like not missing the strike zone by much. And so it nicked him. And he was going towards first base, and the umpire made him stay at home plate. And like him and Boone were not really appreciative of it. So I just remember kind of just having to wait a little bit on the mound while they kind of sorted all that out.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.